The Knox County property assessor is facing allegations that he sexually harassed an employee who's now off the job but still getting paid. Phil Ballard has served as property assessor twice. His most recent term started last fall.
Well, just a few months after that, his office hired a community outreach coordinator. But after just 4 months on the job, she submitted her resignation. 10 News anchor Brittany Bailey and investigative reporter John North worked to find out why.
Before you even go anywhere else, the start date and hire date is the only thing that I want to do. I got off that a little bit to tell you what the situation was. Outside of that, I have no other comment.
As soon as we started asking Knox County property assessor Phil Ballard more detailed questions about a former employee, he immediately shut down our questions. We were asking about the allegations he sexually harassed that former employee. We're told by sources he allegedly made comments about her body. This would be at least the second time in his career he's been accused of inappropriate conduct with a subordinate. WBIR confirmed that back in 2010, Human Resources investigated him for his interactions with a young female employee. That investigation concluded the following January, with the Human Resources Director finding there was not sufficient evidence for a positive finding of workplace harassment. But when we asked Ballard about this latest accusation, he wasn't talking.
Is her start date and ending date, and what I told you about her job, that's all I'm saying about any of them. I think there's privacy there.
Sure. Well, if it's just a rumor.
It's like yours, I'm not going to ask you what the television station pays you.
Well, I wasn't asking about payment.
It's not public record, but I mean, I'm not going to ask you. There's things like that, you know, that I'm not going to ask you.
Sure, but I'm also not an elected office holder.
Well, that's right. The people in Knox County trust me and they put me in.
Here's what we know from public records. The employee in question started at the property assessor's office on December 2nd, 2024. By April 22nd of this year, she was submitting her resignation. And we know from text messages given to us through an open records request between her and Deputy Law Director Mike Moyers that her office was being packed up that very day and she had an agreement to sign. But her messages show she did not want to meet at the city-county building to do it. And that agreement shows this employee was set to keep getting paid for 3 more months until July 22nd. She had only worked there for just more than 4 months. Are you saying that there is no other reason why she's no longer working for you other than the skill set that we were talking about earlier?
The start date and end date and the skill set is the reason that we worked out an arrangement with her. And what we had hoped to hire for didn't materialize.
And there would be no one else who would say anything differently?
There's nobody in the county that I work with in that officer that would think such a rumor.
Now, we should point out that during my 12-minute phone call with Phil Ballard, he never explicitly denied the allegations, saying he would not even address the rumors. Now, we also did try to reach out to that employee involved more than once, but did not hear back. And we also reached back out to Phil Ballard after our initial conversation, and again today, where he thanked me for the heads up about our story airing today. We also should note that Ballard also recently faced another controversy as part of the Comptroller's Office investigation. Ballard opted for a travel allowance over a take-home county vehicle, as he wrote in this email back in September of 2024. But he later admitted to starting to use a vehicle before getting in the proper paperwork. He has said he plans to pay back some of the travel pay he accepted. His current salary per the county is roughly $190,000 per year. John and Robin.
Brittany, thank you.